people of Ghana, is your Nigerian Get Pleasure, bringing you political news in Australia Nakoma TV. The Apiatse disaster that happened somewhere around 2022 was really horrible. And here the government has given the indication that it is committed to rebuild a model time from the scratch. Please, Rich.
It led to a huge explosion which claimed 13 lives in southern Ghana.
Dozens of homes were destroyed in this village near the town of Bogoso.
This very tragic incident which happened in Apiatse when there was an explosion in the community which literally wiped the whole community out. The situation then called for immediate, swift action. The president at the time dispatched the vice president, Dr. Bawumia, to visit the site and the scene and to ascertain for himself what was the state of affairs at that place. The government then had to move in very quickly to put in relief measures to bring some temporary relief to the residents of Apiatse. I think by and large, the first phase of it was contained, and then we then had to come in, as in the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, the permanent resettlement of the people of Apiatse. And on this occasion, let me commend and applaud highly Dr. Joyce Ayi, a senior stateswoman, who dedicated so much time and effort in helping the ministry to raise the necessary funding to rebuild this community. And through Dr. Joyce Ayi, we were able to raise the needed funds to be able to rebuild the Apiatse community.
We, the members of the committee, decided not to take any allowance at all, but rather we would also directly contribute to the fund. So far, so good. We are grateful for the privilege of being asked to raise the funds and to disperse the funds. There's still a lot of work to do. By the grace of God, so far we've been able to release funds as the need has arisen. I then constituted a redevelopment committee chaired by Honorable Benito Usibio with very high-ranking professionals in our country as members, and they went to work.
We started by engaging the services of a consultant through procurement processes, and after which we also engaged services of construction companies. Bearing in mind the president's charge to us that it must be a model town and that it should conform to all the environmental and green concept.
I served on the Apiatse Reconstruction Implementation Committee, to give architectural support. We were very interested in several things that would constitute part of the green technology, especially the microclimatic concerns. We were looking at the materials that would be used in construction, the design of the building, what methods you could use to harvest rainwater, such that.
Looking at the community now, you will not believe that it is actually this community that had such disaster 2 years ago, courtesy of this president and this present government. I am sure you know that it's not every government that will achieve 50% of what they're achieving here in Apiatse.
No matter which way it faced, by using indentations in the building and wide overhangs, you'll be able to cut down on the solar gain, which has an indirect impact on the energy of the buildings.
Mepo Abaina Basso said, Reconstruction team now on the mark said emergency Apiatse. Omaya dear, Mebo Basso. They say Apiatse one Abaya for Flora Maya. We see one mark, or we will say aban no ayade.
Me nyim sa atuyanta me ato Apiatse ni. Ye ko ha mu papa nanso na ma mpanyin adawroma. Asem ni si wo ba abobo ahen sanya wana anka bi adamta me nkonya nyina ye nteta ase. Edinu me fim nsenya ni ma ye kwekua no. Wa hwanya bedu damta me e do ma mpanyin ase. E wo na ado ye kase a wa ye den wa ye oda ma hen. Na odi otodo so sisiale ye hunde nya da na osaye no wa ye no fefefe.
I should say this, that in all humility and modesty, I feel very proud that government and the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources been able to build this rebuild this community and build it into a modern rural community with all the amenities, market, sanitary facilities, water, electricity, roads, playgrounds. It's a beautiful modern Ghanaian rural community.
We like the leadership of His Excellency the President and the leadership and implementation spirit of our Minister, Honorable Addo, who has really driven this with the passion that comes from a young man and has made sure that all of us are on our toes to make sure we do the right thing. Led to a huge explosion which claimed 13 lives in southern Ghana.
Dozens of homes were destroyed in this village near the town of Bogoso.
This very tragic incident which happened in Apiatse when there was an explosion in the community which literally wiped the whole community out. The situation then called for immediate, swift action. The president at the time dispatched the vice president, Dr. Bawumia, to visit the site and the scene and to ascertain for himself what was the state of affairs at that place. The government then had to move in very quickly to put in relief measures to bring some temporary relief to the residents of Apiatse. I think by and large,